Italian journalist Francesca Marino has published a detailed article on India's airstrikes in Balakot and has confirmed that around 130 to 170 terrorists were killed in the strike, and Pakistan Army was involved in a big cover-up as well. That's the very latest that is coming in. There's more proof of the Balakot strike that is coming up at this point of time. Francesca Marino will be joining us in just about a bit to explain to us what her sources have confirmed to her. But she's an Italian journalist. She's gone ahead and published a detailed article on the recently held airstrikes, India's airstrike on Balakot, and has confirmed that around 130 to 170 terrorists were killed in the strike, and the Pakistani army was involved in a massive cover-up as well. Gaurav Sawant, our executive editor, is joining us live, and joining him is Francesca Marino as well. Over to you, Gaurav.
It's a sensational claim made by journalist Francesca Marino, and she joins us on the broadcast. Ma'am, welcome on India Today. I want to understand from you, when you say between 130 to 170 terrorists were killed in the Indian Air Force airstrike at Balakot, ma'am, what's the basis of this claim?
The base of this claim is, as I said, on eyewitnesses and news collected during the weeks. This number is including also the number of people who actually died in the hospital after the strike due to serious injury.
What you have written is that there were about 45 terrorists, 20 of whom were grievously injured, and they died in hospital. So is this just on the basis of what eyewitnesses have told you, or is there any, any documentary evidence or anything else? And were they treated in a Pakistani military hospital?
See, it's not a military hospital. It is an Arkat-ul-Mujahideen camp, which is located near a Pakistani military camp, and they are treated by army doctors. It is not a proper hospital. It has been said kind of makeshift camp to treat them. So
but they were treated.
No of wounded people would go out.
But they were treated by Pakistani army officers. Do we have details, Francesca Marino, of who were the terrorists who were killed? Any names? What were they engaged in? The kind of, whether they were trainers, whether they were trainees? What more do we know?
See, the 11 all of the killed were trainers. 2 of the killed were Afghani. I already gave names, the only names I have in previous articles. If you remember, I had given names of 2 retired ISI officers. Yes, I don't have new names. I just, I'm just trying to put together all the informations that I'm gathering. Slowly, they are coming out.
This is remarkable. Your investigation, Ms. Marino, is remarkable. You've also given some details about how the evidence of destruction, the Pakistan army got rid of it. Can you give us more details? Because, if a rocket has hit the Balakot Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp, there would be a lot of rubble there. What happened to the rubble? Because when journalists were taken there by the Pakistan army almost 2 months later, there was nothing found. The walls, we were told, were freshly painted.
Apparently, from what I've told, they have been clearing the rubbles at night, during a number of nights, and dumping it into the river. For this, it is also possible, not so easy to say whether it was voluntary or just simply the usual power cuts in Pakistan, but for a couple of nights, the electricity was cut, so there was no light at all.
Okay,
and they would, again, army people would collect the rubble and dump it.
This is sensational. Also the fact, because many in Pakistan ask, if 130 to 170 terrorists were killed, those terrorists would have relatives. How come none of the relatives are objecting or talking about the next of kin being killed, or trainers or Pakistan army personnel? If they were killed, why are their families quiet, madam?
According to my source, the Jaish-e-Mohammed took care of the issue. Groups have been formed and sent to talk to the families of the victims and to give compensation and to make sure nobody would ever say anything. No inquiries, no complaints, nothing.
Okay. Is all of this based just on what eyewitnesses have told you? Is there any corroborative evidence in the form of perhaps pictures, or do you have these people on tape? Do you have them recorded, or any document? Because many would say that this is a very fantastic claim that India has been making, also that there were many casualties, but no corroborative evidence, Ms. Marino.
See, I will never disclose anything that can make the life of the people I'm talking with in danger. As you can understand, I have been told also that the people around the area have been forbidden to go anywhere near the camp or to say anything.